everybody? It's Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA. How you guys doing? It's Evil Eddie from ProWrestlingAuthority.com. Another episode of Pure Evil MMA weekly blog updates to get all my MMA fans up to date on what's going on in case you guys are at work or you just don't have time. So let me give you guys a quick review of what's going on right now. If you haven't heard, we've been hiding under a freaking rock lately. You probably haven't heard that Chris Weidman is now out of UFC 199 against Luke Rockhold. So we were trying to figure out last night on Twitter, and for those of you guys who are on Twitter and do not follow me, you can find me at EVil_Echo. That's EVIL_ECCO. So to catch you guys up, Luke Rockhold had no opponent. We were trying to figure it out. We had no idea what was going to happen. Chris went onto his Facebook earlier today and let us all know that he had a neck injury, and that's why he cannot now make it to UFC 199. He wanted to make sure that we all knew what was going on with him and why he wasn't going to be facing Luke Rockhold. We all remember that fight with Anderson Silva. So everyone thought that Jacare was going to be the guy to do it. We just saw him at UFC 198. Did an amazing job knocking down Vitor. Pure Evil MMA wants to give a shout out to the new champ, bringing the belt back to the States. That was a crazy fight. That was an absolutely crazy fight, but we will get to that in a minute. So the new opponent, and I am not mad about this, is this guy, Michael Bisping. He fought Luke Rockhold not too long ago. I think in 2011, about 2000. So yeah, about 5 years ago, he ended up losing in the second round via guillotine choke, and he's taking this fight 2.5 weeks short notice, and it's not like he's in training camp. If you guys follow him, on Instagram, you'll see that he's in Canada. So he's coming off that huge win against Anderson Silva, and he's now going to be fighting Luke Rockhold. And Luke Rockhold has been a beast. I know one of my Twitter followers and MMA brothers, Patrick Chat, who's actually a nine-time UFC Pick'em champion. He claims that Luke Rockhold's going to knock out Bisping in the very first round. We got Luke Rockhold, 6'3", 15-2 record. He's only 31 years old. Great kickboxing, great jiu-jitsu, an amazing wrestler. He just beat Chris Weidman December at UFC 194. If you guys forgot what that was, it was Aldo McGregor. That was an amazing fight. And before that, he beat Lyoto Machida. Then he beat Bisping November 7th, 2014. He beat Tim Bosch. Who else he beat? His last loss was actually to Vitor. And unfortunately, Chris is not going to be making it, and I'm real pissed because I really wanted to see that. But this might set up the New York card. It could totally set up the New York card, and I would not mind if that happened. Also, there's some huge fights coming up, guys. Cody No Love versus the undefeated TA Thomas Almeida. So Bisping, he's 37 years old. We all call him the gatekeeper, which is kind of mean because, and if you guys don't know what that term means, if there's like new MMA fans, and I know there's always people just tuning in. He's the gatekeeper, meaning after UFC, he was on Ultimate Fighter, season 3, season 5? Tweet me right now, Evil_Echo. Let me know. I don't remember what season he was on, but he was on the Ultimate Fighter, so he's an Ultimate Fighter alumni, and he's always been trying to get to that belt, but every time he gets a chance to get to the belt, he loses that match. Therefore, he's staying in the ranks in between. So anyone who's trying to come up has to fight him, and they beat him, get past him. So he's like the guard, the bridge guard or whatever. So, Bisping's a great fighter. He has 17 knockouts. He's a record of 29-7, the count. And he has 3 wins by submission, 8 wins by decision. But he's 17 knockouts. And if you guys remember, he coached for one of the seasons of Ultimate Fighter with Dan Henderson, and absolutely one of the best highlights I've actually ever seen. Dan Henderson literally gets Bisping. Bisping drops, and he literally just power bombs him. If you guys are on YouTube after this, definitely go check that out. Here, let me try to pull this up for you guys. And also, if you guys are just tuning in, I know this is a live stream. You're listening to Pure Evil MMA. I'm Evil Eddie from ProWrestlingAuthority.com. Let me get you guys up on my computer real quick. Here we go. Minimize that. So here we go. Michael Bisping, 29-7, current ranked 4th middleweight. His fight bonuses: 1 performance of the night, 4 fight of the night win bonuses. Nickname the Count. We all know that. He's from England. 37 years old. I mean, this is the time I really would like to see Bisping going in. And to get back to it, honestly, that fight with Anderson Silva, let me guys know if you think that that was a fair fight. I mean, if Anderson didn't, it wasn't a dirty shot, because at the beginning of the fight, Herb Dean, every referee says protect yourself at all times. I know that Bisping was trying to notion, my mouthpiece, and there was a Nolan action, but they weren't separated. Therefore, Anderson Silva can do whatever he wants until Herb Dean were to step in front of him. He lands that nasty knee, drops Bisping. Thought he was out, and if he literally just landed a couple more punches in on him and just finished it, he got too hyper excited, and he ran up on the top of the octagon. Herb Dean chased him down, so it kind of distracted him away from Bisping. Big had time to recover. No one knew what was going on. I was holding my head. I was freaking out. I know all you guys on Twitter were freaking out. Shout out Team MMA for Life. And damn, that has to be one of the fights of the year. We were all talking about it in our Twitter group. And we were trying to figure out what was fight of the year so far. Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit fight. That was awesome. When they were both hung over the cage at the end of it, they literally gave everything. And right when you think Robbie Lawler's about to get knocked out, what does he do? He comes flurrying at you, survival mode, and just lands so many devastating punches. Look at Rory McDonald. I mean, Carlos Condit tried. He did everything that he could do, but Robbie Lawler is on point now, looking sharp. I'm also excited about that. He's supposed to be fighting at UFC 201, 202. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Bisping's ranked number 4th. He's coming off a win to Anderson Silva in February this year. He's beat CB Dalloway. He lost to Luke Rockhold November 7th, 2014. He lost to Tim Kennedy, our boy Tim Kennedy. And he also lost to Vitor. But a lot of people are, siding with Rockhold, and I don't blame him. Rockhold's a beast. He really is. And I know we say that a lot about any champion, but Rockhold really has been looking absolutely amazing. He's got 5 knockouts, 8 submission wins. And he's just an exciting fighter to watch. The night when he fought Chris Weidman, December last year at 194, I was rooting for Weidman. Weidman, he's never lost. I mean, we watched what he did to Anderson Silva twice. He's just an exciting fighter to watch, and I really had him winning that night, and he threw that freaking spin kick. Rockhold jumped right on top of him, was pounding away. He got saved by the bell. I do not know why the fight wasn't called off then. If you guys looked into the corner, if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you don't, go on Google and type this in and find this picture of Weidman just in his corner after getting his face pounded in. That was a rough moment, but that was an amazing fight of the year. And Rockhold saw the gaps and jumped right on it. He's only 31 years old. Like I said, he's an amazing kickboxer, amazing jiu-jitsu, and it was an even fight. And you know what? I'm so freaking mad that we're not seeing this at UFC 199. I am not happy about that. But I am happy about this fight coming up. Cody No Love. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. Who do you guys think is going to win? They're both undefeated. You can find my article for this at ProWrestlingAuthority.com. This is going to be in the bantamweight division. And the current champion right now is definitely Dominic Cruz, who's also fighting at UFC 199 against Uriah Faber. after Cruz just beat Dominic. Cruz beat Dominic. After TJ Dillashaw just lost his belt to Dominic Cruz. His footwork is unbelievable, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Cody No Love and TA. TA is calling the knockout, and I think he said, what do you say, the second round he's calling it. There's a young kid, one of UFC's most promising prospects, and both of these kids. He's 24 years old. He's 21-0. He in that Brad Pickett fight, if you guys watched that, Pickett was doing a great job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he kind of has the same kind of style that No Love has. He kind of goes in there and boxes you, and just No Love has those devastating hands that could drop you at any second. And yeah, so TA was losing that fight with Brad Pickett, and then ended up coming from behind and would he submit him? I forgot what happened. What was that July? Last July. I forgot exactly how that fight ended, but I know that he was coming from behind, and I'm pretty sure that he submitted him on his back. Correct me if I'm wrong. Follow me on Twitter at EVil_Echo. Here, let me check it out for you guys really quick. 1 second. Yeah, Brad Pickett versus TA. Oh, he won by knockout in the second round. Brad Pickett had one knockdown. TA had one knockdown. Yep, but TA is ranked 7th in the division. And I'm so excited for this coming up. We saw Cody No Love assist Uriah Faber. He trains at Team Alpha Male with Chad Mendez, Paige Van Zandt down there, or over there. I don't know why I'm saying down there. But definitely both very exciting fighters. You guys can check out my article on these guys at ProWrestlingAuthority.com. Look at that. That was Brazil the other night. That was an amazing fight. How about our girl Cyborg? What do you guys think Cyborg should do? We were talking about this last night, all night. I was getting you guys were being tough on me last night. Steve from Cage Side Submissions, you were being tough on me last night about being a Conor McGregor fan, and I'm not gonna deny, I'm not happy with what he's doing outside of the octagon. I do not agree with it, but I am not gonna lie. I've been impressed time after time by Conor McGregor. When he came out to fight Chad Mendez at UFC 189, that's one of my favorite walkouts. Pure Evil MMA wants to know what's your favorite walkout. Tag me at EVil_Echo with hashtag Pure Evil MMA. Become part of the Pure Evil MMA family. We have great people following us. Shout out to The Riz. Shout out to Yusuf Kush King, my boys. Shout out to Sean Jackson. Shout out to Pac-Man. Shout out to Sassy Rebel Girl. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Steve Nunn. Shout out to Steve from Cage Side Submission. Shout out to Rachel Blaze. Shout out to Susan Singari. Shout out to everyone. Everyone, thank you guys so much for supporting Pure Evil MMA. I'm doing my best. Hopefully soon I will be at events interviewing fighters to keep you guys up to date. Let me know what you guys would like to see on the show. And if you guys are new listeners to Pure Evil MMA, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Let me bring you with me really quick to the other side of the studio, because Pure Evil MMA is doing a giveaway of a Royce Gracie autograph. If at the Cody No Love fight, you send me your picks. Whoa. Send me your picks for the Cody No Love fight, and if you get the best picks, you win this. The signed autograph from the boss. The last event, I know I made it kind of tough for everybody. For UFC 198, I had everybody DM me their picks, and a couple of you guys did really good on it, I'm not going to lie, but nobody got it perfect. So this time what we're doing is whoever gets the most right, that means you send me the fighter, the round, and how he wins, and I'll set up a point system, and whoever gets the most right will be winning that autograph. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at EVil_Echo and use hashtag Pure Evil MMA. We're now on iTunes, guys, so if you don't have Apple, that doesn't mean that you still can't watch the show. We're also on Podbean, so make sure you guys subscribe below. I will give everybody the links. So also in MMA news to catch you guys up, we got this guy who had the worst weekend out of any fighter there. Poor Matt Brown. And I listen to his podcast every week, and not happy about how fans treated him down in Brazil. Apparently, what happened when he had his back turned, and I'm sorry if you guys have no idea, I'll catch you up right now. But at UFC 198, Matt Brown walked out to fight Jacare, or no, he was fighting Damian Maia, and he walked out and he was going to take a selfie. And that's why he had his back to the crowd. And everyone started booing him, so he gave everybody the finger, and that was not a great idea. Everyone thought that it was scripted, whatever. It wasn't scripted. It's Matt Brown. You boo him, he's gonna freaking flick you off. It's Matt Brown. And unfortunately, when he was making his walkout to the fight the following night, fans were grabbing at him, punching him. One fan even grabbed his hoodie, and there wasn't much security doing much about it. I know that at the post-fight press conference, that one of the reporters asked, what happened, why was that person allowed to do that, and that person was actually escorted out of the event, thank God. But UFC really got to beef up the security down there, and on top of it, I was totally surprised that, if you guys didn't watch UFC 198, in the main event, we had Stipe versus Verdum, and Verdum got knocked out. He got way too overexcited about getting in there. It was biggest event the UFC's ever had, MMA's ever had in Brazil. That place was packed, and he just got too excited, and he got dropped by Stipe, and the crowd just went absolutely silent. Nobody said anything, but I was surprised that while he was giving his speech, they actually applauded him. And I was kind of worried because they're down in Brazil and you beat their champion. You don't know what people are going to do, how they're going to react, if they're going to riot, who knows. And congratulations to Stipe bringing that belt back. But yeah, Matt Brown did not have a good weekend. What do you guys think the UFC should do about the security? I mean, we've seen this happen before. Everyone's always grabbing people's hats and stuff like that. Find my article on ProWrestlingAuthority.com. I give the video about everything that happened. Matter of fact, Matt Brown's week got so much worse. How can I leave this part out? So, the following night after he loses to Damian Maia, this is the worst. I don't know how I was about to forget this. He's at the Fighter Hotel in Brazil, and from behind, somebody sneaks up from behind him, who we later find out to be his ex-coach, Bati, something like that. And he comes up from behind him and smack, cheap shot, starts running. Matt Brown tries chasing him down. He gets outside. There's fans out there. He starts taking pictures with them. And one of his boys comes up and he was like, "What the hell happened?" He was like, "Yo, Bati just, came up from behind me and smacked me." He ran, chased him down, and the guy who hit him was trying to escape by taxi. And Matt Brown's crew, one of the dudes from Matt Brown's crew, rips him out of the taxi. And here, I'm going to show you the video. I'm going to show you the video really quick of what happens. Check this out. This was pretty brutal. And here we go. Video. Check this out, guys. Here, let me raise the volume real quick. Whoop. Put a pretty big beating on him. Check this out. Look, there's the taxi right there. He's laying some serious ground pound. Check this out. As he leaves, he kicks him. Here, let's check this out.
Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police. Hold him for the police. All right, hold up. This is a great video. Kudos to whoever recorded this. All right, so here we go. He was trying to escape by this taxi right here, and he gets ripped out. And right here, this guy doesn't even do anything. He lets him get his ass beat. Check this out. Gets him to the ground, and now check out this punch. Boom. Ready for this? This is the best part. As he's getting pulled off, he leaves a serious goodbye kick, and Bati just stays on the ground knowing he just got his ass kicked. I mean, what a freaking... Well, I mean, this makes me so angry. And he had no reason to even be down there in Brazil. He went there. This was all premeditated. So happy Matt Brown's crew got him. There's the exit kick right there. Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police.
I love
Hold
that.
him for the police.
Hold him for the police. Get him down on the ground. No. Hold him for the police. He's going to get arrested. Call the police.
Look
Call
how
the police.
scared, yo.
Call the police, yeah.
Call the police.
This is awesome. He is shook. Why are you going to try to fight Matt Brown and his crew? You crazy? Oof. How's that feel? How's that feel? Dick. Crazy part about this, though, guys, is he is pressing charges. He is the guy who cheap shot Matt Brown. He is the guy who just got his freaking ass beat for it. He is the guy who totally freaking deserved it.
Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police.
Best part, ready? Where? How'd that feel, dog?
Hold him for the police. He's going to get arrested. Call the police. Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police.
Hold him for the police. Get him down on the ground. Hold him for the police. He's going to get arrested. Call the police. Call the police.
Call the police, yeah.
Call the police. He attacked Mike Brown.
I know, I heard about it. You all right? You all good? You all good?
Hey, no. Please, tell him please.
Shook. This dude is shook.
Hey, wait, hey, Ray, you got some good angles?
You got the good angles.
No. Hey, hold him. Just hold him.
Well, people are throwing shit. Hey, heads up, Reed. Heads up, they're throwing some shit out there. Be careful.
He didn't even know you were
I
there.
had a surgery. 18 to turn up with stitches.
Well, explain it to the cops.
Ok. Ele me atacou enquanto estava operado no olho.
I'll send you a copy.
Yeah. Do you have a copy of the attack?
No, I wish.
All right, so there you have it. We won't watch it much longer. But these guys also have a history. Let me get it back to the live cam. These guys actually have a history. A couple years ago, I did my research, and Matt Brown's wife on Twitter tells everyone that this guy's a psycho, that they actually have history together, that a couple years ago, Matt wore his wrestling shoes on the mat, and Bati absolutely freaked out, flipped out, and shoved Matt, and Matt attacked him. And he called the police on Matt. He's an absolute psycho. And then that must have actually set him off. Matt Brown flicking off Brazil. But he had no right to come from behind, give him that cheap shot, and then try running and escaping. That dude got exactly what he deserved and had no reason at all to be pressing charges after you just did that. Asshole. Kudos, Matt Brown. And you guys can get the full story on Matt Brown's podcast. I think it's called The Great MMA Debate. And they always have some of the great people on. They always have Jamie Jost on, who's the lead singer of Hatebreed. They're always doing a great show. I always love watching them. You guys are listening to Pure Evil MMA. Go check out our podcast on iTunes and on ProWrestlingAuthority.com and also on Podbean. If you guys follow me on Twitter at evil_echo, that's EVIL_ECCO, you will see the podcast with Ted Check that I had on last week. I'm trying to find somebody to here, check this out, guys. I need your help from my MMA brothers and sisters who support the show. I'm trying to get some interviews for you guys, get somebody to come on the show for, 15, 20 minutes, even 10 minutes, whatever. Fighters, MMA reporters, whoever wants to come on and talk with me about MMA, it would be much appreciated. I'm not talking about this show. I am talking about our podcast. Do not get the two mixed up. This is Pure Evil MMA, the video update where I give you guys weekly updates of what's going on in the MMA community and give shout outs to everyone. And the podcast is pretty much the same thing, but without the video. And we always have a fun time on there. I'm always live tweeting with everybody. And we're now on iTunes. They have like a popularity bar, and there's like 15 little spots. And all 15 spots are filled up. So that means you guys are listening, and that's awesome. And we actually got like 300 views the other day, and I know it doesn't seem like much to some of you, but that's awesome, guys. I'm really trying to get out there, really trying to keep everybody updated on, the latest MMA news of what's going on right now. What do you guys think about the Cyborg fight? She went in there. Was that fight finished too early? Do you think Leslie Smith, that girl's got heart, and, she got knocked down by Cyborg, and then Cyborg got on top of her, but personally, I don't think those were some very tough shots. I mean, congratulations to Cyborg, and I don't know. Maybe the fight wasn't finished too early, but kudos to Leslie Smith for even taking that fight. Who's next, though? Who's next for Cyborg? I mean, I know it's a problem that she was fighting at catchweight. She's the champion in Invicta, 145 champion, and when asked, she said she's going to obviously go back to defend her belt in Invicta. But she didn't do what we all wanted her to do, which was call out Ronda after she beat Leslie or say who she wanted next. I mean, what do you guys want to see? We were talking about this last night. And a lot of you had some pretty good ideas. I personally would like her to see fight Holly before she fights either Misha or Ronda. And on Cage Side Submissions with Steve this Sunday, they actually air every Sunday. Follow them on Twitter. They're always on my page, so go there to find them. We had this conversation with them as well. And in reality, it's Ronda who's going to make Cyborg the millionaire, not the other way around. Why is Ronda going to chase her up to 140? That doesn't make any sense at all. It would be a great fight, but a nutritionist for the UFC just came out and said that Cyborg, if she does, and it is possible for her to make 135, but her performance will be affected. So who should she fight next? Let me know on my Twitter page at evil_echo. So thank you guys so much. I can't talk right now. Seriously. Really, babe? I am being bothered by the people in my house, and I'm on a live stream with people watching. That's embarrassing. Hold on, guys, while I pick up the phone. I can't talk right now. I'm doing a live stream. People are watching me on the phone with you right now. Please do not bother me. Sorry about that, everybody. People can be very rude. Very embarrassing. So you're listening to Pure Evil MMA. I'm Evil Eddie. I just got the shit embarrassed out of me on live internet. So whatever. All right, so today's top MMA news, we had Luke Rockhold versus Bisping. If you guys are just tuning into the live stream, Chris Weidman got injured. He had injured his neck, I'm pretty sure. He said on his Facebook. And we were all trying to figure out who he was going to fight. Was he going to fight Jacare? We had no idea. Bisping is taking the fight on 2.5 weeks' notice for UFC 199. UFC 199 is a great card. Let me look it up for everybody right now who else is on that card. I know that Cruz versus Faber's on that card. Let me know who you guys think is going to win that. But on June 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, that's where I'm at, over here by New York. I know I got listeners all around the world, and my MMA family down in the Netherlands, shout out. Oh yeah, BJ Penn's on the card as well. So all right, here's what we got. We got Luke Rockhold versus Michael Bisping in the main event. Luke Rockhold is 15-2, Bisping 29-7. Luke Rockhold has a 2-inch height advantage, and the count is ranked number 4 in that division. The co-main event, we got Dominic Cruz versus Uriah Faber. Faber is ranked 3rd. Faber's coming off an amazing win that headlined the prelims a couple months back. Dominic Cruz is 21-1, and his only loss, his only blemish, is to the California Kid, who is fighting him. California Kid is 33-8. He is 2 inches shorter than the champion. And in that fight, I'm going to give you guys my early pick. I really want Uriah to win, but I'm also a huge Cruz fan. I follow Cruz on my Snapchat, and he's always with his like little dog that he has next to him, and I have a little dog, and it's just like my total companion, so I relate to him on that. It's kind of cool. If you guys never watched it, the UFC embedded that they do before all these events, I've been watching for so long. I'm pretty sure I've watched every single one. And Dominic Cruz is one of my favorite guys for them to follow around. He's just like so down to earth, and when he won his belt, he said one of the most amazing things I think I've ever heard a champion say after winning the belt. One of the reporters asked him after he beat TJ, he was like, "Is this the greatest day of your life?" And Dominic Cruz responded as, "The greatest day of my life is when I realized that I didn't need the belt to be happy." And I was like, damn, this dude deserves to be champion. We know that he had his problems. I think he has a heel problem because his foot movements. He has one of the best foot movements in the game, in my opinion. He's always moving around. TJ could not land a punch on him. He was throwing wild. That fight was close too. I don't even want to get too into it. I thought TJ won that fight that night, but then I rewatched it, and Cruz did an amazing job. But then again, he did an amazing job defensively. I don't want to get too into it. Let me know what you guys think about that. But yep, Uriah Faber versus Dominic Cruz is the co-main event. And then check this out. Max Holloway versus Lamas is the 3rd fight on the card. I've been a huge fan of Holloway. His last loss was to Conor McGregor, and he's been kicking ass ever since. He's a young kid. He's ranked 4th. He's 15-3, and he's an exciting fighter. I love watching his fights. He's from Hawaii, 15-3. He's only 24 years old. Amazing striker. He has amazing heart. And, that fight with Conor McGregor, that was an amazing fight. We watched him beat the shit out of Cub. I shouldn't say that, but that happened April last year. He beat Cole Miller. Let's see. He beat Touchy Feely. Yeah, his last loss was to Conor McGregor. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's on an 8-fight win streak. How about that? 18 fights altogether with 6 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, and 7 wins by decision. I mean, this is going to be an exciting fight. This is a great card. Then the next 2 cards, I cannot wait. We have the free card, Cody No Love, which we talked about earlier, May 29th, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. And that is free from Mandalay Bay Event Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, on FS1 over here in the States. And then we got UFC 199, Rockhold versus Bisping 2. Let me know who you guys think is going to win that fight. That's June 4th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then after that, another fight, since I'm a huge Robbie Lawler fan, this is going to really set the match for... Well, actually, this can go either way because Robbie Lawler is now fighting Tyron Woodley. So, live on FS1, UFC Fight Night, McDonald versus Thompson. We watched Thompson destroy... This is where I can actually use this word. We watched him destroy Johnny Hendricks. We've never seen Hendricks handled like that before. He conquered him like and then ended up with like the Karate Kid where he's hopping on that one foot. That was awesome. But he's facing a monster in the form of Rory McDonald. One of my favorite Rory McDonald fights obviously was his second fight with Lawler, but also I loved when he fought BJ Penn. It kind of seemed like he was playing with his food that night, where he knew at any moment that he could just end the fight, but felt bad for BJ in a way. And it's been hard for me as a fan, and I really don't talk about fighters ever, but I've been watching BJ for a while, and it was hard to see him in that last fight with Frankie, his stance and everything. And I know Ted checks out on the podcast that they're gonna fix it over there in Albuquerque, but that was just hard for me to watch. But what was I talking about originally? I know I was talking about Max Holloway, then I started talking about. Damn, I got so sidetracked. BJ Penn. Oh yeah, BJ Penn's fight with Rory McDonald. Duh. See, I gotta stop smoking that shit. Sorry for getting sidetracked. But yeah, Rory McDonald when he was fighting BJ Penn, one of my favorite fights because he could have ended the fight at any moment, like I just said. Sorry for backtracking. But he didn't want to, embarrass the legend, so he went the entire distance with him. I love McDonald. He's always going in there to end it. I just think he's a beast, and that fight with Lawler, that got fight of the year last year, and it totally deserved it. The way it ended, it was just one of the most epic nights ever. And then following that, Conor McGregor versus Chad Mendes, that was just such an exciting fight. But back to UFC 199, after the Max Holloway versus Ricardo Lamas fight, we got Dan Henderson versus Hector Lombard. Like, this is an amazing card. We've been absolutely spoiled lately. Dan Henderson down at ranked 15. Hendo with 31-14. Lombard is 34-5. I'd like to see Hendo honestly win this. I know he's getting older, and a lot of you guys are going to say, he probably should retire, but you guys will never ever hear me say, I think this one should retire. I think that one should retire. He lost his last match to Vitor, and then he won that fight before that in June to Tim Balch. But, we're looking at somebody that, we've been watching for years. Hendo, 5'11", amazing mental attitude, amazing wrestler, knockout power in both hands. 15 wins by knockout, 2 submission wins, 14 decision wins, but a total of 45 professional matches. I mean, he's lost to DC, he's lost to Gegard, he's beat Shogun, he lost to Vitor again, he lost to Rashad, he lost to Lyoto. He lost to, he beat Shogun. He beat Fedor. I mean, that was 2011. This guy, his record goes back. His amazing takedown defense. This is a tough fight for me to pick. Let me know what you guys think. I know I'm asking you guys a lot of questions, but there's so many exciting fights coming up. I'm just so excited. And then after the Dan Henderson fight, it is Dustin the Diamond P versus Bobby Green. I've been looking forward to this fight for a while now. This is going to be a great one. Bobby Green was on Ariel's show, I think it was about 3-4 weeks ago, and he was talking to Ariel and was getting me absolutely hyped up for this. He wants to go in there and destroy Dustin. Dustin is ranked 11th in that division. This fight will take place UFC 199 in Los Angeles, California on June 4th. Yeah, I think this is a prelim fight, is it? Is this on the prelims? I'm not sure yet. But Dustin P is 19-4. He's also on a streak ever since he lost to Conor McGregor. And Bobby Green, the King, is ranked 13th in that division. He has a record of 23-6. He's an exciting fighter. I love this dude. Unfortunately, he lost to Edson Barbosa in his last match back in November of 2014. So it's been a minute since he's been out, but he's also beat Josh Thompson in July of 2014. He's beat Pat Healy. He's beat Krause. Damn, he was actually on a pretty good win streak, huh? A win streak from September 23rd, 2011 till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. till July 28th, 2014. And then he lost to Edson Barbosa. And now we're going to watch him fight the Diamond. So that's definitely an exciting fight. Here at Pure Evil MMA, we want to know what you guys think about these upcoming fights. What is your favorite fight coming up? Is the UFC 200 card your favorite card out of them all? Is it what you thought it was going to be? Let me know. There's so much going on right now. It's a great time in the MMA world. Make sure you guys definitely go check out that podcast with Ted. We had an amazing time. Amazing news. Well, not so amazing news about this guy right here, but amazing news for this guy. Bisping finally has a chance to get the belt, get the win back from Luke Rockhold, but the 9-time champ on Twitter, Pat Chat, says Luke Rockhold will be winning by knockout in the very first round. And I'm going to counter it. I'm going to say Bisping wins by knockout in the third. That's right. Pure Evil MMA has our boy Bisping to be the new world champion. And then I would like to see Chris Weidman fight in New York. I think he is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Is he out for 6 to 8 weeks? I mean, damn. Well, we still got some time before that New York card starts. So let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win that fight? Let me know who you guys want to see Cyborg fight. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this fight. I'm definitely so excited to see all of these fights. And honestly, I'm looking forward to UFC 199 the most. I'm definitely looking forward to Cody Nola fight. Check out ProWrestlingAuthority.com to see the article I wrote up about both these fighters. I cover everything you need to know about it. And you are listening to Pure Evil MMA. I'm Evil Eddie. Let me know what you guys think. Who wants to win the Hoist Gracie autograph? Send me your picks for the No Love fight coming up in, a week and a half, 2 weeks. Also, I will be live tweeting with fans tonight on the Ultimate Fighter 23, Team Joanna, Young Jacek versus Claudia Gadelha. It's actually been hilarious. These two girls, there's a lot of sexual tension building up, and I started as a Joanna fan, but honestly, I'm starting to lean towards Claudia's side. So let me know what you guys think about that. Who would you guys like to see win the Ultimate Fighter? Who's your favorite, or what is your favorite card coming up? You guys are listening to Pure Evil MMA. I'm Evil Eddie, and I'm out. So have a great night, great weekend, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at evil_echo. Follow me on Pro Wrestling 30 at ProWrestling30.com. Later, fight fans.